Hello, everyone. So wonderful to be here once again with you all to read the book, The Way, the Truth, and the Life by our brother Emmanuel through the hands of Chico Xavier. We are on chapter 45, Conversation. And Paul says, Do not let any unwholesome talk come from your mouth, but only what is helpful for edifying others according to their needs, so that it may benefit those who listen. And Emmanuel goes on to explain this by saying the enjoyment of uplifting conversation and edifying talks is characteristic of relationships involving genuine fraternal love. Souls that understand each other in this or that area of common activity, love, aff- affable, and knowledgeable conversations. Such souls are like God's living jewelry chests, enchanting invaluable gems. Conversation precedes all the worthwhile activities of life. It weaves the idea of love. It stimulates the divine aspect. It develops civilization. It organizes families and nations. Jesus bequeathed the gospel by conversing, and all those who reach the highest level of manifestation prize loving and enlightening conversation. When the enjoyment of conversing with someone stops, a person can tell that either the relationship is growing cold or his or her friend is bothered by something. Moreover, besides those who think they are better than others, there are those who disfigure the sacred gift of conversation and use it to commit the greatest indignities. They are lovers of foolishness, foolishness, mockery, and wrongful habits. Nevertheless, conversation is such a sacred gift that even then it reveals to morally upright listeners the character of the spirit that insults, the defaces it. They can see right away that such a spirit occupies the lowest place that is appropriate for it on this stage of life. Conversation is a sublime ability, therefore, do not neglect this concession from the Most High, for you will be known by your conversation. Oh my goodness. What are we thinking about? What are we putting out to the world through the gift of talking, especially with our loved ones and friends and our good friends? How many times do we catch ourselves having not very uplifting conversations, especially about others, gossiping, right? I think it's very easy to talk about somebody else's, I would say, garden, garden, than talking about our own. When we see our neighbor's grass and talk about it and not analyze our own, it's something that we have to really pay attention to. Always bring the conversation inward and through the filters of the heart, and analyze it by asking ourselves those three famous questions: is it true, is it necessary, and is it kind? And by going through those three filters, you get um, caught up thinking about, this not maybe true or not necessary or not kind. Then hey, why go ahead and talk about it? And this is a very difficult thing to do in a way, because in order to analyze, we have to learn how to analyze with fraternal love in our hearts. And then also realize, by going inward, what kind of energy are we emitting? Is it the energy of love, fraternity, forgiveness, or is the energy of combat, going after somebody else that has different perspective as us? Nothing wrong to analyze it kindly, to perhaps at the end of that conversation realize how we are perceiving life, but still be very cautious. We have to be very cautious. If we think that we are going to fail and bring forth any negativity about someone or something, then it's better to, like Chico Xavier said, take a glass of water, put the water in your mouth, and hold it there until any negative thoughts are gone. And then you're able to swallow and continue the conversation. What a great chapter. Let's reflect on that. Conversations. Next time we have a conversation with our loved ones, our best friends, or even with ourselves, what are we saying to ourselves? Is it something positive? If it is, great. Is it negative? Negative in what sense? Is it putting us down, making us get stuck, or sad, or even continue with the depressive talk towards ourselves? Then it's something to think about and analyze. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Let's now say a prayer so that we are able to connect with our inner self and also God, our spirit guides, Jesus Christ, thanking them for the opportunity to be here tonight, learning with one another, reading this very important chapter, and analyzing the beauties of what it is to first stop before we react to anything, especially when we are talking and having a conversation with someone. And we ask Jesus to be able to inspire us to always follow your footsteps. Help us to be able to forgive as much as possible. Help us to be able to see in the other a brother and a sister. And help us to be able to always, always, and always take responsibility, carry our own crosses, and walk with courage, with love in our hearts, knowing that tomorrow it's always going to be a better day than today. And always trying to live thinking that way so that our actions can help us to be able to go through difficult moments in our lives and build a new future. We ask for prayers for the world, for all the politicians around the world. We ask for prayers for our family members, our loved ones, the communities around the world. And we ask also, God, for us to always stay connected with you. We ask for prayers for Kardec Radio and everyone that participates in this beautiful work that brings so much enlightenment to all of us. And we ask for prayers also for those in this moment that are doing the hard work, that are trying their best to keep on going in this narrow path, just to send them positive vibrations so that they can continue carry on with their missions and whatever they're supposed to do today. And help us, Jesus, not to fall into temptation, and help us to be able to always stay in the positive side of things. Thank you so much. Bless us all. So be it. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see each other again next Thursday. Take care.